This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lutter along Nabla. We're at Whistling Straits along Lake Michigan, Kohler, Wisconsin. Now, this golf course was first established in 1998. Frank, what are some of the key scoring holes out here?
Well, two of the par fives, the second hole and the 16th, probably give you the best chance really to reach those in two. And then there's a few short par fours really to look at, 6, 10 and 13. Actually, you could even throw 14 in that, would give you the best chance on those short fours. Par threes are really tough, so just be very wary on those par threes.
Getting set to tee off here at the PGA Championship, Frank. Tell us a little bit about this opening hole.
Dogleg to the left, there's sand galore. There's bunkers on the right, bunkers on the left, gentle dogleg to the left. You can just use those contours, and as long as you avoid that bunker on the right there, you should be okay. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Let's see what Ricky Fowler can come up with here on the approach.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Just a couple of feet. Even par early on. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
Beautiful looking shot right here. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. And getting ready for the putt. Still even par for the day. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Ricky Fowler, one of the game's most aggressive putters, for birdie. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss. Even par currently.
And so just getting started, even par so far. Frank, it's absolutely breathtaking, isn't it? I mean, you look left and all you see are the waters of Lake Michigan. It's called glory.
Well, that's one of the amazing things that Pete Dye has done in his design of this great golf course, is to incorporate all the natural vistas that are available. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Solid play, heart of the green. This putt for par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Frank, you don't see holes like the fifth here at Whistling Straits all that often, do you?
Not just the shape of the hole, the length. Pete Dye has managed to put both the length and the design of the hole together to make it brutally tough, but at the same time strategically brilliant. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Extra stroke at it after going into the water. After hitting it in the drink, this is the fourth shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Set to go now at the 6th. It's a pretty short par 4.
Yeah, slight dogleg to the right, but you can play it straight away. There's a series of bunkers down that left side, and then they really choke the fairway at about 320 yards.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just broke away at the last second. This to surrender, only one shot. Just a shade over par, +1. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Here's Ricky Fowler for par. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Slipping just a bit, another bogey, and now 2 over par. Frank, check out all the bunkers on the right.
I can't count them on one hand, that's for sure. Just another example of how Pete Dye has just has gone to work in the way in which he's protected these holes. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
Okay, here comes the third shot. It's about 120 yards. That's what's left.
Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play. And he's made it onto the green now. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Ready to round out the front 9 here at Whistling Straits with a 442-yard par 4.
This one plays a little bit downhill, and the fairway and everything slopes towards the right. So you've got to be aware of that and just aim that tee shot a little further left than you'd think you would. This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or 2. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Just a couple of feet. Has his par. Welcome back to the PGA Championship here at Whistling Straits. Ball is teed up here at the 10th. We are set to get it going on the back 9.
There's a bunker that you can see that's about 260 yards in the middle of the fairway. You can easily carry that in line with another one that's about 330 yards. That just sets up a relatively straightforward pitch.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Getting some sand in the shoes now. We're a second straight hole. He's in the bunker. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. And he's made the green. Locked in on the read and the speed. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Oh, that's fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Second shot.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. It has been a day at the beach, but hardly enjoyable. In the bunker once again. Has 80 yards left. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is a cross-country special. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
And that's in for a par. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder, hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder. Rich, with a lie like that in the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. No fireworks, but not bad. That's par. Stays at 3 over. Frank, here at the 13th, a lot can happen.
Just a gentle dogleg to the right, or at least the hole moves to the right. plus the slope of the fairway, so you've got to aim left of centre.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
All right, so Greenside Bunker, what's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
He has this attempt for par. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Well, this would put a charge into the gallery. Birdie try for Ricky Fowler. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Three over for the day. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Looks like he just misread that. Getting set now over the putt. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Frank, as you know, the finishing holes at a major championship can make even the world's #1 player buckle under the pressure. How do you avoid that?
Well, with a good drive to start here, there's a series of bunkers that start about 300 yards down the right side. You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway to get a little bit more run and make this hole reachable. I'm loving that balance.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle. Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. All right, Frank, you want to win a major championship? 250 yards, 17th hole, trouble everywhere. Hit your pants up and get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Second shot now for Ricky Fowler. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Nothing wrong with that par putt. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, this is money time. The approach shot here at 18.
Well, there's that carry over 7 Mile Creek. That's the biggest problem. So this long iron hit into this green, got to take plenty of club to make sure it finds its target.
Long way pattern all day long. And this is just brutal.
You'd think he'd be good at bunker shots. He's been in so many today.
Might want to take a shovel with him. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Great execution. Right out of the bunker and right next to the hole. Fowler has this for par. Final tally on this day, a round of 75. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances. And for our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.